Hello and welcome to our series of how-to videos for our DIY picture framing products. Whether you're just learning to frame or you've actually been framing for a while and want to take it to a home-based business, this series of videos will help you all the way through. Today we're going to show you some techniques for creating wrapped mounts. What we mean by that is it's a core in here, an extra bevel depth, which is actually wrapped with a material or a paper or a photograph or a newspaper, anything that actually suits the object. And you can see in here we've got 4 strips going around. So we're going to show you the technique for cutting those, actually then inserting them and getting them nice and straight so that what you get in the corners is a nice perfect bevel. Our starting point here is obviously to work out the sizing of what we're going to do and how we want it to look. Today we're actually going to do a double mount with inserting a wrap in it. So first of all we're going to cut obviously our mounts to size, and then these strips, and the effect we're going to go for is in there just like that. So what you want to do is obviously size up your work, cut your first mounts, and then that'll give us the width that we need to here. So our strips are going to be slightly smaller so that on the reverse side we're supported there but we're not going proud at the outside. So our next step is to cut our foam board. We want 4 pieces, remembering narrower just on the outside of the mount. Now what we want to do is cut them on a bevel, so we can use the 501 cutter, and the beauty about this one is that it actually has a grub screw in here and allows us to cut that depth. So all we're going to do is adjust the blade, and we can drop that down as it has a next hole, and that then gives us the depth to cut through 5mm boards. So line up, remembering we want to go narrower, cutting head on, and cut through, and that's going to give us this bevel here. So once we have those 4 strips, what we want to do then is wrap it. So the first job is to put some double side tape around here. We've put this on before. Peel off, and we've got one on the back. Then place this on and pull up and around. Push it on there and smooth it out. Now that's going to give us our insert. Once we've created our first inserts, we want to put some more double side tape on because that's what's going to hold it to the inside of our mount. Another thing we need to do is then reverse our bevel because we want this to fit nicely into here. So what we're going to do there is, once again with our 501, is take a cut through all 4 slightly back, say 10 degrees back, because if we're forward of it, we'll be like this. So we want to make sure that when we go to tuck them into our corner, that they're going to fit nice and snugly. So now we're ready to start putting them on the back of the mount. Now what we're going to do with the first one is we're not going to actually fix it permanently, so we're just going to peel off a little bit of double side tape because we're going to reposition the first one last. And why we do that is because then we get a nice neat corner. So what we want to do is make sure that that one is tucked on there. Then we'll take our next one peel off our board, and then you can see why we're going proud, because if we were out this way it would be difficult to get that in. So over we go, tuck it into the corner, and around. Take our next one, and tuck it in. so. And then for the last one, what we're going to do is we'll take off our first one again. Peel off on the front, line it up on the face. So we've done all our sides, and now back to one we did at the start. We can tuck this one in here. Just like so. From there we're going to trim off our excess, and then with our original mount, double side tape that on, and we've created a wrap mat.